Started here in the second quarter. OKC ball. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. McConnell to Covington. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Embiid. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Embiid. Curling inside. Covington. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Thunder with the basketball. Schroeder. Baseline drive to Schroeder. Goes to the right side. Cleans it up. Offensive board. McConnell. To Covington. Beyond the arc for three. Yes.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Cruises inside for two. Fultz into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Fultz to Covington. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Schroeder. Nothing going here on that drive. Schroeder. Shot won't go. Sixers control. Markelle Fultz. Won't go down. To Embiid. Layup goes down. Well done.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Schroeder to Adams. He was hacked. They let it go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Oklahoma City's got it. Schroeder to George. And scores. At his size on the wing, that's a tough matchup on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, let me tell you about why he's so great defensively. He gets up into you and forces you one way. Does not give you an option to dance with the basketball. That wingspan, that frame, that size, that strength, and that lateral quickness. Oh, there's no getting by Mr. George.
Here's Schroeder with it. 9-point margin. Dennis Schroeder. Add 2 points to the board.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
To Simmons. Screen coming. Oh, had him going there for a second. Fultz knocks it down from mid-range.
Everybody knows the story about how Markel's shot really struggled last year. I got the cure. It's called amnesia. Last year never happened. This year is the only year that matters. Let your game continue to establish itself, and your game doesn't have to be what it was before. It can have its own new dimension.
Adams to Paul George. Fultz with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Redick. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
And the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Side to yourself. Whole side to yourself.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. First half comes to an end. It's the Sixers out in front. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Russ at the controls. To Adams. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. It stays with Oklahoma City. George.
Double.
Shot by Saric off the mark.
And, Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gained from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Pick it up.
Westbrook. To George.
Watch that cutter.
All right, I got yours. You get mine. Switch.
Shot clock winding down. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Westbrook with it. His guys down by 9. With a drop step. Scores from the post.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Thunder with the basketball.
No check.
Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Redick. Has a chance. Redick with a shot, no good. To Westbrook. Nice finish at the rim. Jay, if you're Russell Westbrook, how do you take on the responsibility of getting them over the hump?
You have to own it, man. And that starts with owning the fact that, yes, you were the first player in the history of the game to average a triple-double back-to-back years, but that did not equate to your team being successful. Sometimes less is more. And he has to make sure that he's surrounded and allowing the players he's surrounded with to help him get to the next level.
Hold on, space out. ISO. Oh, I got me one.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads just a point. To Embiid. It was right there. Westbrook into the front court. His guys now down by a point. And throws it down. They've come back to take the lead.
It finally looks like things are clicking for them offensively. And sometimes throughout the course of a marathon in the basketball game, you have to be patient for that moment to really pounce. They're doing it.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Sixers have the basketball. McConnell to Redick. Screen coming. Redick. They have to keep him in their grasp.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
I got blocked. You got to get up on that.
To Redick. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Redick. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Westbrook with the basketball. His group now down 2. To McConnell. Covington. Oh, had him going there for a second. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Westbrook into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. A lot of contact. No whistle.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Westbrook across the timeline. His guys down 3. Paul George to Westbrook. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Inside, he scores.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
To Simmons. Count the basket at the rim.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Uh-oh, lock-up time.
Watch that cutter.
Driving right to the basket. 15-footer at the buzzer. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate. Deep 3 at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Thunder with the lead. This has been a battle thus far. A 1-point game as we get things back going here in the 4th. Philadelphia with the basketball. From long range. Working hard on the glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
Here we go.
Fultz into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Nothing going here on that drive. Embiid to Simmons, and finishes strong.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook. Fires the three. It's no good. Shots not going down. Bolts with the basketball. His team up by 1. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Westbrook. From the painted area, won't go down. To Simmons. No good, and no foul.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we...
Stuffs it down with authority.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
George to Adams. George, another chance around the perimeter. All George to Westbrook. Second effort around the perimeter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Snared by Embiid. McConnell to Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
The Thunder have the possession. Westbrook. Shot by Westbrook. Off the mark. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way. New blood coming in for both sides. In the front court comes Simmons. Leads 5. Simmons. For 3. Schroeder with the board. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. The deficit now up to 5. The drive right to the basket to Westbrook. Russell Westbrook powers it through. Where did that come from?
It's like he got on an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. Westbrook to Adams. George. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Oklahoma City ball. Westbrook. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Covington. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Westbrook. Tough shot there for Westbrook. He always thinks it has a chance. Schroeder. Russell Westbrook steps into it. Chance for Westbrook. No good. To Embiid. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
The Thunder will use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Paul George. To Schroeder. For 3. That won't go. Simmons with it. His team leads it by 10. He gets it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
That misses with 2 seconds to go.